Cold Turkey Blocker can lock your entire computer, the internet, and even Diddy websites. It's a one-time fee of $59 and is available on macOS and Windows. I am truly sorry, Linux. I used to use self-control. Well, I have to blur all of this. No Diddy, okay? I basically had a lot of stuff. Basically, you would just slide this up and then you get to block it. I feel like that was a bit restrictive because I do need, use youtube.com, but how I do it is I search through the youtube.com. So I've set up a link here. It's basically just results and then query, and I can just type whatever I want. Recovery tutorial, tutorial. This website is blocked, and it'll give you a little quote. And if you want to unpause it, you can pause for a cause. It's $5. Cold Turkey Blocker will pause, not unlock, for 10 minutes. Proceeds would be donated to the World Wildlife Fund. World Wildlife Fund. WWFCA. Oh, right. That's interesting. Holy moly, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of carbon. Okay, anyway. Well, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is how to set up this blocker, and then I'll show you the rest. Setting a block is easy as going like this and just typing whatever you want. You can add a website exceptions. So for example, algorithmic feeds, there's websites and you've got the homepage blocked, which is where the algorithmic feeds are. And then you can have website exceptions. So you can actually just watch YouTube shorts, you can watch videos. I actually don't really use this because there's one little thing in YouTube that I've just blocked and I can't actually turn it off. How do we target those Diddy terms or those gambling terms or anything like that? Unproductive websites. I have 426 websites and one exception. Wait, what exception is that? Anyway, if you just press new block and you press import, and then you can just have a pre-made list of what you want to block. For example, you don't want to go on shopping, or you don't want to go on proxies, or something P. But another thing is, you can actually block the entire internet. Any searches containing, so let's say you don't want to search Australia versus USA, FIFA. You can do that. But let's say I want to go on Amazon.com. I actually forgot how this works. So Amazon and then he. This is how it works. Basically, what you can do in anything you want to website exception. So for me, I want to block out Amazon.com, the homepage. But let's say I want to search for something, okay? I can search up for he. Just anything random, but then with your link you can try searching for where the he is located. Most of the time it has equals and then something, so you just copy that and you paste it in here. And to make it work with anything else, you can just press 2 stars. I might have done something wrong here. Wrong example, actually. Maybe let's do something else. What do you not want to go on? Let's say you go on Google, okay? Okay, so you're Googling something, okay? So let's say... Why is this so difficult? Let's say you don't want to go on a book. That's even worse. What the heck? Why can't I find up an example? Let's say you don't want to go on Apple and you only want to have Mac. So this is blocked, okay? Apple.com is blocked. But then you can still use the Apple Mac. Okay, so how do we automate this? How do we make sure that we don't actually go on these websites and we just click this green arrow? Schedule blocks. So every day we want it to go from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day, okay? It will be blocked. And we just have this entire day for ourselves. I'm a bit more strict on myself, so I put it as like 6:30 and every day. So I only get what? 10 hours. So that's one way of scheduling. If you don't want to go on the website at all, what you can do is you can have it every single day. But the catch is that you can't always turn it off. So what I do is I block it with a password. I actually have no clue what I did. I just went like this. For YouTube, however, I'll just unlock this. I try to block the homepage as much as possible every day because I found that the YouTube homepage, everyone knows it's so distracting. That's where the next block will come in, and that's how I do it. And I just have a 10-minute timer. So then, whenever I have to go on it, I have to wait a bloody 10 minutes. You know how long 10 minutes is? 10 minutes is 10 milliseconds. 6,000 nanoseconds. 6 billion. Done that, okay. Locking. This is very interesting. Why would you want to lock your computer? It's called locked out. This presentation actually was supposed to use for the first two. What happens is the morning until 8 a.m. from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. is just fully locked. And then from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. again, it will be locked. If I do have to go on my computer, this is what it shows me every single time. So it basically just locks you out continuously. Oh my goodness. It just keeps locking you out like this. So why would you lock yourself out of your computer? So one of the things you would do is to remove the temptation to go on it overnight. Second thing is it relieves the pressure of your work, so for me, content creation, by spending more time with your loved ones. So the past few weeks I've been spending a lot more time with my loved ones, and I actually have forgotten that I need to publish a video. The third thing is blocking yourself out of your computer is essential for locking off time to rest. Is this working? The improvements. So you check your computer and you'll be locked out, and then you will be able to never touch those negative websites that you think of when you go to bed. With the cold turkey blocker, now I can actually search for specific YouTube videos, because for the past 8 months I actually have not gone on YouTube. I've been using a thing called skip vids. I'm not joking, this is like the holy grail. So I would just search up my thing, but let's say I need another recovery tutorial. So I can just download his video. I download his video. So once it's downloaded, basically what happens is I can watch the video, but that's completely it. That's why I've also downloaded Ina, kind of a nicer QuickTime player, and I've also changed the icon. What is Audacity with that white icon? I need to eradicate that soon. Watch the video. Beautiful video, first keyframe. I've already watched like 10 billion times, and that's how I watch the videos. I can just do my thing, search, and then there it goes. I'm sorry, that was a really bad video to watch. My quote by Rubens Nook is to own the machine and master the output. If you do not have cold turkey, you can download it, but you do need the lifetime license to actually get the most out of it. I've been using it for like, what, 2 weeks? June the 4th to now. Yeah, it's been about How long is June the 4th? June the 4th has a standard length of 24 hours or 14 and 40. OneSec is also a similar app to cold turkey, but it has no device locking features, and it's available on every operating system, and I use it to block off time to edit instead of mindlessly editing. I'm really sorry that this video took so long to make. Do you want to see my timeline? Oh, DaVinci Resolve. It's kind of annoying to use because I've switched from Final Cut Pro. Oh wait, did I just say that? Should I make a video about switching to DaVinci? I'm not really switching, I love the keyframes on DaVinci and like the Fusion page. Final Cut Pro's magnetic timeline is just so good.